What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Thursday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Brock, Partners Orthopedic Clinic, and HUDCO Roofing, HUDCORoofing.com. Hope your morning is off to a fantastic start. There's probably some of you that are going to ask. I did delete Nightcap with Scone from last night. I played the audio from the Ed Orgeron radio show and was requested it be removed because I don't know the redistribution rights to that audio. So, anyway, so that's why I had to take it down. So, anyway, if you did not hear it, a caller called into Ed Orgeron's radio show and pranked him. Essentially said, my sister's in the audience. Can you wish her a happy birthday? And so Ed's like, yeah, where is she? He's like, what's her name? Said, oh, Bebe. He's like, oh, Bebe, huh? Yeah. It's like under that name. He's like, yeah. He said, now, coach, she's 20 years old and a cute blonde, so try not to have sex with her. And then they hung up on him. And then Ed said, where I'm from, we got a special fishing hole where we put guys like that. That's the part that's just completely unacceptable. It sucks that the prank call happened. It's embarrassing and all that stuff, but you can't respond that way. You just can't. You can't go with a mafioso response like we're going to feed you to the fishes. Anyway, when you're the head coach at LSU, you just can't. I'm telling you, like, that may be the final nail in his coffin. Bill Schmid, good morning. Kelly Presley, good morning. Is Butte okay? Yeah, he was practicing yesterday. Jerry DeLucky, the late night nightcap with Scone is getting challenged. Yeah, if I would have left it up had I not played but I played the audio and then was requested to take it down. So, Craig Duga, they're watching. Matt, you keep this up, you might be taking a trip to the fish camp. Y'all know I don't fish. Kelly Gross, good morning. Brandon Atchison, Jeff McKithen, Randy Dabdoob. No, not today, Randy. I think I would have told you. I would have told you yesterday when I woke up that they wouldn't make a change during the season, and that's Scott's MO. He let Tyrone Willingham finish out the year in a winless season up at UW. Kevin Sumlin finished out the year at A&M before they fired him and hired Jimbo. That's Scott's MO. Like, he's not going to fire someone mid-season. And then, Sans an obvious choice to replace Ed. I think that's why they were willing to keep him in place. But I'm going to tell y'all, this week has been one real challenging issue after another. And I get the sense, again, this is where it's just my opinion, okay? I get the sense that, and this is an educated opinion based on knowledge of a lot that's going on. I get the sense that with everything that's happened this week, some of it internal, some of it the coach's show last night, walking away from the press conference on Monday, has led Ed to know that this is happening, and he's basically just said, bleep it. And if that's the case, then I think if they lose to Kentucky, then he'll be fired. That's my opinion. And that would not have been my opinion 24 hours ago. I thought he would have coached out the season. And this week has been challenging, put it to you that way. And I also believe that and I went on record with this last night on Nightcap, I'll do it again here, if Orgeron is let go mid-season, then Mickey Joseph will be the interim head coach. They're certainly not going to promote either of the coordinators. And then other guys like Andre Carter, Blake Baker, and Brad Davis, they'll just got here, you know. So really it's Corey or Mickey, and Mickey is actually the assistant head coach by title. So I think they would promote Mickey Joseph to head coach. See. All right, let's see. Jeremy Hoskins, good morning from St. Louis. Tough loss last night. Hopefully next year the one-game wild card is gone. They have 3 or 5 game series implemented. Tough to do that, Jeremy, but I'd be for it. I hate the wild card game. It's stupid. Brandon Atchison. Caller was definitely wrong. Coach O, time and time again, displays a lack of awareness. Listen, I'm not defending the prank caller. Like, grow up, loser. You know what I mean? Not you, the prank caller. Like, grow up. But when you're the head coach at LSU and you're making $8 million a year and you are the face of a $100 million athletic department and you're on a publicly broadcasted radio show with people listening, watching, and you effectively say, hey, man, people like you, we feed you to the fishes. Like, in jest or not, you can't say that. Would Nick Saban say that on his call-in show? Would Luke Fickell say that on his call-in show? Would James Franklin say that on his call-in show? Like, no. Because that's not something someone in that position should do. Then again, someone should also not be flaunting relationships with women much younger than him. No judgment here, man. You're a single man, go live your life. But understand that you're representing LSU with every decision you make. Rashad Bolden, what's up? Kevin J, what about Stoops as a coaching option? I don't know that Bob Stoops wants to come out of retirement. I mean, he did once before to go coach like in the XFL, but I don't know if he wants to get back into the grind of college coaching. But, I mean, it would be a little bit of a splash. Kevin Sparks, how bad does this recruiting class suffer when he's fired? Kevin, I'll tell you this, man. Number one, it depends who you hire. Number two, the potential positive is, I thought about this yesterday on AFR. Yesterday, the Division I Council approved the transfer numbers, right? So you can sign a hard cap of 25, but if you lose transfers, you can sign over 25 by the number of transfers. Does that make sense? So let's say you sign 25 and 2 guys transfer. Well, you can sign 27 to replace those 2 transfers. So it's a situation where if a new coach comes in, theoretically, he could cut, for lack of a better phrase, players who transfer, and he can replace up to 7 of them. So he actually could oversign with transfers, supplement on the roster. So actually, I think if there was a year to do it, this is the time to do it. Thoughts on Tyler Alexander, thoughts on James Franklin. Wait, hang on. Oh, God, I'm so behind. I only have a few minutes left. I'm sorry, y'all. God, dog it. Charlie Cavell, Taylor Bro. Gray Schuler, what's up? So Tyler said, thoughts on Franklin. I shared this last night that initially there were 2 names I was given several weeks ago, and it was Lane Kiffin and Bill O'Brien. I think I understand that this will be a baggage-free hire. And the 2 names that I've been given since are James Franklin and Luke Fickell. And that's not to say it's the only list, but Scott Woodward tends to be 100 steps ahead of all of us. So as we start to uncover certain things, like, we're still 100 steps behind where Scott is. Gray Schuler, perception is reality. That's a really, really bad look. It is. Kelly Gross, good morning. Kevin J, Cole Pierce. Oh, Kentucky's coach Stoops. Oh, no, come on, man. LSU's going to make... Scott Woodward's going to make a splash out. The guy who hired Chris Peterson and Jimbo Fisher and Kim Mulkey. And, come on, bro. He ain't going to hire Mark Stoops from Kentucky. Tim Gotro, Connor O'Neill. Well, kudos to you for being consistent about O. Side note, someone needs to tell the host of Jordy Collada Show there are only 2 syllables in athlete. Oh, come on. Athlete. My boy. Juan, what's up? Brooke Bordeaux, good morning. Switch straight over from this to this from Nightcap. I'm surprised Nightcap's still up. Like, I had to delete Nightcap. Nacho Man, what's up? Spurge, what's up? You were rolling last night. I know, man. Sorry I had to delete it. Michael Mills, Matt, good morning. Wasn't happy with Edo hire. 5 years later, we're recruiting defensive linemen to play O-line. I'm still not. Alex Day, good morning, Freebird. I did pull out the guitar last night. Turd Ferguson, just search YouTube for Coach O trolled LSU. Yeah, look, you can find it. The audio and the video are out there. But I'm obviously I'm more on LSU Sports Properties radar. Put it together, which makes sense. I get it. They don't want it replayed, and I played it last night without permission, so I get it. So I had to delete it. I get it. I'm okay with it. It's my fault. It really is. Like, I should not. I mean, we play clips from the radio show every week on AFR, and the news is there, and so in my mind, it's rebroadcast all the time. It's no big deal, but I understand why they don't want it circulating. So. Darren Meyer, does Ensminger get the interim job? No, there is a 0% chance Steve wants that job. Jesse Brown, morning Matt, like I just told you, it's Mickey Joseph. If they fire Ed midseason, Mickey Joseph will be the interim. PTG Toasty, what's up? Lawrence Burley, good morning. Darren Mayer, does Ed have any bullets left in the gun that he uses to shoot himself in the foot? Nicholas Cantrell, Todd Ohms, Matt, what's going on with this dude? Seems on tilt, making really bad decisions, has been for a while. Really bad image for LSU. That's the problem, man. Scott Fields, Jordy Poche, Matt, my wife Ashley said to tell you and Erica hello. She misses Drew. She used to scan Drew at Dr. Brumman's. Aww. Jordy, tell Ashley we said hello. She was awesome, man. She was so patient. Ashley was the echo technician who would do Drew's echocardiograms whenever we go to his cardiology appointments. She's wonderful, Jordy. We always enjoyed seeing her, and she was very patient and very accommodating with Drew. So, yeah, please tell her we said hello. Brad David, why did LSU hire Joe Oliva after the Duke lacrosse fiasco? Great question, Brad. Great. That was right when I was getting into covering sports. So all the inner workings politically of how that went down, replacing Skip, I don't know. I wasn't deep. I can ask around, but I wasn't deep in the weeds at the time. Has Erica started baking cakes for T-Bob yet? That's next. Now they're text buddies. Mark Allen, what's up? Let's track that plane. Well, I mean, remember, the season's still going on. Ain't no plane going anywhere right now. And trust me when I tell you, Scott is 100 steps ahead of all of us. Like, he just is. What I'm telling you is, Scott isn't just now starting a coaching search. Scott knew before the season that he had given Ed enough rope with which to hang himself, which is why I told, how many times this summer did I tell you? 9-3 to feel safe, 8-4, and depends how it looks, 7-5 he's gone. How many times did I say that? Do you think I was guessing? That's where I keep coming back to. Like, so every time someone would ask me as though I'm on the hot seat and I would repeat that, people say, oh, you're a hater. Why do you hate O? Like, do you see now what I'm talking about? Like, I'm telling you what I can tell you within the realm of telling you what I can tell you. I've been trying to tell you all this for months. The point is, Scott ain't just starting. Scott's had his ducks in a row for a long time. From buyout money to his list to timing in his head, and everything. Anyway. Okay, I think I gotta go, y'all. I gotta get Drew up, gotta get him to St. Lillian. Rick Kelly, chances of Pete Carroll, y'all. I'm telling you. Listen, I gotta go, but this is the last thing I'm gonna tell you. You can keep throwing out names all you want. What I am telling you is Scott Woodward is not just today starting to compile a list. So you can ask me about Pete Carroll or about any coach you want to ask me about, and I'll give you an opinion on it, my own personal opinion. But what I'm telling you is Scott already has his list. He doesn't care what you think or what I think. He's already gone through who he wants to pursue and what it would take to get it done and how the roadmap is going to go. Like, he is 100 steps ahead of all of us. So, I mean, I've given you the names. The initial two I heard a month ago were Lane Kiffin and Bill O'Brien. And the two since are Luke Fickell and James Franklin. And typically, Scott's really good at getting what he wants. Typically. Doesn't always work out. Look what happened with Kevin O'Sullivan. Now, that was extenuating circumstances. But we'll see. Okay, I got to go, y'all. I got to get Drew dressed and get him to school. Y'all have an awesome day. If you're on Facebook, please do me a solid. Like the page, share the post, like the page, share the post, like the page, share the post. If you are on YouTube, please smash that like button. I appreciate it greatly. A Locked on LSU coming up later today. Please subscribe to Locked on LSU if you haven't done so yet. AFR at 3. Okay, see y'all. Peace. Oh, new Scone and tea today also. New Scone and tea.